John, not the result you would have wanted heading to the ground today. Took 2 banging goals to consign your team to defeat. Do you reckon they deserve something from this game?
No. I think any one that was watching the game knows that we deserved more out of that game. We were good. We were very good against a very good side that scored 8 goals against Brisbane Roar last game. So we know the quality they have. We limited them to few opportunities. In the second half, I don't think they had a real chance other than the 2 goals they scored from outside the box. And so it's disappointing. It's been the story of our season. We've played a lot of really good games, but we haven't been able to come away with the result. But the performance, the effort, the way the team played, it was outstanding. It's just the result's not going for us at the moment. And the decisions aren't really going for us as well. There was a penalty claim at 1-0 at the beginning of the second half. It was a clear handball, but they said there was not enough camera angles to see if it was handball or not. So, and then Angus Thurgoat said that it was clearly came off of Galloway for their corner before the ball went out, and they got a corner and they ended up scoring from the second phase of that outside the box.
Just for clarification's sake, that appeal penalty, that was for the handball appeal on Galloway?
I don't know who handballed the ball. Okay. I was saying that the corner shouldn't have been a corner, should have been a goal kick.
I think it was both Galloway.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, but it's a definite handball because his arm's out. I don't know how many camera angles you need. You've also got the referees and the assistant referees out on the field, but they said it wasn't conclusive from the camera angles. They said not enough cameras. We just have to cop it, but it's disappointing because that changes the game. You go 2-0, and we're comfortable. That their goal that they score gives them a bit of a boost because such a good goal. But at 2-0, we felt that we would have gone on to win the game, and we still had our chances. We can't take that those decisions go against us. We still had plenty of chances. We had clear openings in the box that we could have done a little bit better with. But we're creating, we're getting into those areas.
Because especially in the first half, you were very well on top of them, denying them space. Could you just walk us through your approach to shut down a team that scored 8-1 last week?
Being compact and making sure we play our football. And the boys were, the thing that I said last week, the first 20 minutes we threw away the game. We weren't brave with and without the ball. Today we were. And that's why. And we were able to then create those chances and stop them from playing and stop them. They're a very good team because their players that they've got are outstanding. They've got so many quality players going forward. So we're to make sure that when we had the ball in our front third that we didn't leave too much space for them to counter on us, and then we stopped that. Look, I thought that I know we were very good in the first half, but I thought in the second half Angus Thurgoat was making those runs into the box, into those wide areas in behind them, and they were struggling to deal with it both in the first and second, and we still had our opportunities in the second.
You mentioned the handball call that was denied. Just I think a few seconds before that, I think Daniel had just an air swing from 12 yards out. Was that just add to the frustration of the whole situation?
Look, that can happen. I'm not I'd never blame a player for getting into position and trying to score. He mishit the ball. It was a good opportunity. You're right. It was a clear chance. But then, he didn't connect it, but he still kept going, and that's why we're able to then get that handball shout.
And I guess more broadly, he actually, that incident aside, he was actually quite creative for most of the day, wasn't he?
I thought most of our attacking players did well. They were creative. They did well with the ball and also without the ball. We talk about our defence, but it starts at the front, and those boys did a great job. They knew when to go and press. They knew when to just wait in there. They knew when to force them into areas. We won balls in top areas, and that starts from the front.
It's now 9 losses from 11 now, and the top 6 is starting a decent gap now between you guys and the top 6. How hard is the challenge to maintain the guys, keep them up with the challenge?
Yeah, it's challenging. It's been challenging because there's so many things that haven't gone our way. But if you see again today, the boys aren't dropping their head. The boys are still going. They're fighting. They still believe in what we're doing. It's been a challenging time because with the performances that we've been putting in, you'd have better results. For some reason, they haven't come our way, but we can't then stop believing that they are going to. The only thing we can't focus too much now on the table. We have to focus on is now MacArthur, recovering from this game, not feeling sorry for ourselves, getting ready for MacArthur, and let's try and beat MacArthur. That's all we can do. Take it game by game, and then see where we end up after. But playing like that, fighting like that, the results have to come. The football gods say the results will come and the decisions will go our way, and they're shooting from 30 yards is not going to go on the top corner. One of ours will go on the top corner. So that's what ends up happening in football.
I think you've sort of answered my question there, John, but like when you're talking about like the messaging that you're giving to the boys and trying to maintain that belief that you talk about, like you say you're not going to look at the ladder, so is that like genuine thing? You tell the boys, like, do you ban the ladder? Or is there like a little?
I haven't banned the ladder. So? Look, we're not happy with that. We've lost 9. We're not happy with that. I don't see that as our team though. Like I look at our team and I'm looking at the way we're performing. I don't think that's there. I don't think it's that. I've been involved again in the league for a number of years, and when a team has lost 9, they're normally getting outplayed every game. We've put on probably out of those 11 games 2 poor performances. That can happen with every team, So, the message is, as a club, we're still on a journey. As a team, we're on a journey. We've lost a lot of players last season. We've replaced a lot of players. And, we just have to keep on building and believing.
We're talking about this 2 wins, 9 losses. We're not mentioning any draws there. You've played 11 games, you haven't drawn a single game. Why do you think the team's been so all or nothing this season?
You know what? It's hard to put a finger on, Joey, because, we always want to go for the win. But, how we don't come away with more draws from the games that we've been playing and outplaying the opposition and losing, I can't really put a finger on it. I can't, because we never play for a draw, but we also don't play for a loss. We play to win, but we're not leaving ourselves open. It's different against Sydney FC. We're 3-2 down and we're pushing to equalise. We score a goal and then we leave ourselves a little bit open. That can happen. Then you cop a 4th. But today, we never left ourselves open at all. And we were taking risks in our pressing and the way that we're trying to win the ball high up and the way that we're throwing bodies forward. But I don't understand how we've lost 9 games. I really don't. But we have. So we have to deal with it and try and make sure that we rectify it and start winning football games that we deserve to win, because we have been deserving to win.
Just back to the handball situation, do you feel possibly technology is almost diluting the confidence of refs?
I don't know. I don't want to blame the referee or the technology or VAR. It's just one of those things that at the moment it's just not going our way. Again, I can't explain. It's a clear handball. We saw on the big screen it's a handball. And then I go ask the question. They go, "Oh, there's not enough cameras." Who do I blame then?
Because I guess 5 or 10 years ago, the ref may have just called it on the spot.
Oh, normally they do, but he might not have seen it. He might not have had the view to see it. The assistant referee on that side might not have seen it. So look, again, I'm not blaming anyone. I'm just going, it was a handball.
Just quickly for clarification, when you say you've asked, was the 4th that you asked?
I asked both the 4th and the assistant and the referee, and they both said the same thing. And again, I can't complain. I can't fight with them because that's not their fault. They only get what they're told upstairs, and upstairs they said it wasn't conclusive enough. And
just in terms of next week, bit of a different week. It's Unite round, albeit you've got to go and play a Sydney team in Sydney, but obviously the league's putting a lot of stuff on. What does the week look like for you? Are you doing anything special, or is it just a standard week for you and your side?
We're going to prepare to try and beat MacArthur. That's all that we're worried about. Look, for a neutral supporter, it'll be great. It'll be great for most supporters if they want to go to Sydney. It's great for the league to have so many games there and promote the game and have fans joining in fan festivals. I think they're putting on. I'm not sure what they're putting on, but our focus and our what we're working towards is to go beat Macarthur. There's nothing else, but we'll prepare the same.
You expecting to be without any players for that game as a result of today, or getting anyone back?
No, I don't think so. I think that Gus, Angus Thurgate, on the free kick that we got against us for the second goal, Aslan ran into him and hit him in the hip. It was a foul against Gus, but anyway, that's the only thing we'd have to look at.
And it's January, football silly season. Any movement at the station, either in or out?
No.
Discussions about it?
No.